Hello everyone, my name is Lentzified, and I want to show you guys what I've been working on in Unreal Engine 4. For those of you who don't know me, which is most likely all of you, uh, I've been a Roblox developer for about 10 years, doing it professionally for 3. And over that period of time, I kind of found that I've begun to dislike Roblox a lot. My workload has been getting more and more intense, and it's been taking a toll on kind of my mental health and my self-image. Um, so I've decided that I need to either take a break or just retire from Roblox entirely, which kind of leaning towards the latter because I've been using Unreal Engine. So essentially, I've been learning it for about 3 weeks, and the project I have here I've been creating for about 1 week. This project is the first one that I did entirely by myself. All my other projects were just like learner projects. I was following tutorials. I was, watching videos that Unreal Engine released. I've been using their documentation from like their third-person template and everything. But this one, I took a culmination of everything I've learned and tried to apply it. So I created a little character here, Blender. See him right here. I didn't do any UV unwraps or anything, but I rigged him. I did some basic weight painting, which is pretty awful. You can tell because poking out of his toe here. His belt is a little fucked. This is happening right here, so you can tell I haven't really done too good of a job with the weight painting or even, detailing of this character. But that's not the point. The point was just to have some animations made that I've put here. Let me find it. There we go. Got a lot of Blender files. So we've got the Blender files. We've got the FBX files that you actually export and insert. Yeah, these are just all my different animations and whatnot. So I'm really happy with how easy it is to import things from Blender into Unreal Engine to use. A lot of people use like the Rigify plugin and everything, but you don't need to do that. You can literally just build your rig however you want, basic like this, and then import it. And it's pretty easy. So let me show you kind of what this looks like. You can see I've got, some aiming things. You can see his back gets really twisted, so there's still a lot of work to be done. Got sprinting. Got the whole, tracking where he walks, so like the strafing and crap. We got crouching as well. Character leaning so that he faces, the camera direction when he's not sprinting and when he's not jumping or anything. Yeah. So pretty cool stuff. There's still a bunch of bugs, like you can see drops his gun for some reason. Still not totally sure why that happens, but again, I've only been doing this for about 3 weeks, so there's bound to be some shit I don't really understand. I've also just started working with some ballistics, a little bit of spread here, no UI yet, which I'll be adding, by the next update I create. But and then also the bullets don't disappear. So we got little floaty boys that have a bunch of collision, which is definitely not good for optimization. But I don't really plan on releasing this project. This is just a practice thing for me. When I decide to make an actual game, I'll do, the full texturing and everything, the UV unwrapping, all that fun jazz. Yeah, just a real basic character system, which is fun. It works well to a degree. But yeah, as far as animations go, I use the blueprints, and then, yeah, I don't like using blueprints for the actual coding for obvious reasons. This is a little nuts. This is only the animation handler, and it's just a spaghetti mess. So I use C++, which is just what I'm used to. I used Lewis script while I've been doing Roblox. If you know about Roblox, that's a language it uses, and that's a derivative language of C++. So getting into C++ was really just about learning the different syntax, which is not hard to do. You learn it once, you know it forever. So yeah, and then this is the C++ file. You got the headers in the C++. You have to do a lot of these in order to get stuff to work, which I guess is the harder part. It's a little less straightforward than Roblox in some ways, but a lot more powerful in most other ways. Things like I guess getting the character angle. You can get the controller rotation and split it up from here. And if I were to do that in Roblox, I'd have to use arc tangents. I have to use arc signs to get the character rotation. There'd be a lot of tweening stuff to do. Yeah, this is just a lot easier. Got the ease functions and everything, which I also can do in C++. Where's my tick? There it is. Where'd I have that ease function? There it is, the interpolate. I don't know how to say that. But yeah. So really easy. One thing you can't do, like in Roblox, is you can't do something like just add a wait and then a second time you have to do something called a timer handle, which I have one pulled here. And then when the timer finishes, you have an actual function to call from the timer ending. I think I have, yeah, right here. I don't need it. I don't use it. Not yet anyway. Because most of my stuff is just happening per frame in the tick function here. Let's see, setting the field of view, FOV target, all that fun stuff. But yeah. And then stuff like the so many windows open. Stuff like the jump state. This is like how it handles jumping. When it goes in air, it starts playing the jump. Waits until the jump is done playing, and then it plays the in-air animation, which is just like a falling loop. Waits until it's not in air, starts playing the land animation. Waits until the land animation is done, and goes back to the idle run state, which is just blending basically the normal walk between the crouch. So you can see when he goes to crouching, starts using that one. When I undo the crouching, it starts using the other one. So this is all, I think, a lot more straightforward than Roblox, personally. Once you get the hang of it, at least. Some people might argue that this is not straightforward. This is a pain in the butthole. But I beg to differ, honestly. But I do have a little more experience than someone who's using Unreal Engine for the first time doing any sort of game development ever. So, got a little bit under my belt, I like to think. You got all the animations here. The blend spaces, I really like. Doing this sort of thing would be a lot of trig in Roblox, but here you can just blend animations in a blend space. You get all the different directions of walking. You can see you can ease it basically anywhere. He starts moving a little quicker, I can start moving him into a jog, and eventually he's in a full-on sprint. You can see just how easy that is. You go slower, he has a real slow tiptoe. It's blending between the idle here and the walk. Same with this direction. And it's really customizable. You don't have to do speed and direction. You can basically do any sort of X and Y axis thing to blend them however you want. So this is a lot more straightforward, I like to think. Same with my crouch blend space, except there's no sprinting here because you can't sprint while you're crouched, so I didn't include it. Oh boy, look at that. Look at his little jig. Boinky, boinky, boinky. Yeah, you'll never be in this position. You actually might if you use a controller. That just has to do with which foot comes first. So I just need to invert the starter foot in the animation, which really easy. Nothing hard, but yeah. I like the way he kind of just bounces. But there's some bugs that I find a lot funnier in Unreal Engine, and all stuff I really like. And then we've got these montages, which are, take the groups. This is the hold slot. And then within the actual animation graph blueprint here, I have that. There it is. You can see all the poses blending here. I can blend them with whatever bone I want. So you could see in the hold montage, it's the whole character as a hold animation. However, I'm only using a certain part of the character. So, like, I only take the upper spine. I might want to do lower spine, to be completely honest, because if you look while he's holding and I try to strafe left, he gets real fucked up. So, I actually think I'm only using shoulder for this anyway. So yeah, there's still things I gotta fix, but it's really easy. Once you learn it, again, you know it forever. But there is still stuff I need to work on. Yeah, I do really enjoy this. I have to say, this is I can't wait to see what I'll be creating in a while. If any of you know me from Roblox, you'll know that I've been working on intermittently on and off on a game called Derelict, and I've kind of lost inspiration for it because it's in Roblox. It's really not powerful. So I might kind of recreate Derelict in Unreal when I get more used to it. It's also been giving me some new connections, more people I've met, more people I've been talking to. Might be getting a nice little Unreal Engine team. I think the next thing I'm going to be working on, though, after I get all the current bugs fixed, like, my gun hanging to my side like this, is probably going to work on some UI, some trying to get gun animations working, because, yeah, the gun has no animations. I can't reload or anything. Even if I did, the clip wouldn't pop out because it's a solid mesh. But it's some fun stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll probably have another update for you guys relatively soon. Within like a week or so, just to kind of keep updated. Even if no one's watching it, I'm sure if I post enough, someone will find it semi-interesting. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Lentzified, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.